Shalom, shalom, shalom. Going to praise and glorification to YAHAWAH by Shemi Shai by Shemaka QADASH. Barak YAHAWAH, Barak Shai. Calling La YAHAWAH by Shemi Shai by Shemaka QADASH. The praise and glorification to YAHAWAH by Shemi Shai by Shemaka QADASH. And according to Mars as a particle Milson teach you well. And the main topic of the lesson is was the Civil War about slavery? Well, in the context of caring about the slaves. Oh, we got to free the slave. Was it about that, or was it something else? No. So that's what I want to go into. Little one, because I was watching this video from this guy. Well, not from this guy, from GMS South Carolina, the elder from down there. No, and he did a video, Dear Hebrew Israelites, 99% of Americans love our black brothers and sisters. No, he's saying in the video about basically about the Civil War that, oh, we died so you guys can be free and shit like that. But really, that shit was about money. No, it was really about money because the South was making a whole lot more money than the North. So it really wasn't about, oh, freeing the slaves, they got free the slaves shit. No. It's about the fact that they're getting more money down South than they were up North. Because the North didn't have slave labor. Because only that was fucking up the poor Edomites. Because the poor Edomites, they weren't getting no work. Down South because the slaves were taking the work. So they were left fucked up down there. So what they did was they went up North. So that really what it was all about. So I looked it up on Google. Why did the North want to end slavery? And let's read some of it. Go down this window real quick. There we go. North's opposition to slavery was driven by a combination of moral convictions, economic self-interest, and political power struggles. While abolitionists opposed slavery on human rights grounds, many Northerners resisted its spread because it threatened the livelihoods of white workers. It gave Southern states disproportionate political influence. So most of the people down there, they were doing it because they were getting fucked up. Because the South was taking the majority of the votes. The South was taking the majority of the money. Because of crops. Because of the plantations. They're getting most of the money from down there. So that's really why they supported it. Not because of Jake. No, hell no. They did because, well, they get more money. Or they did because they get at the Southerners who are rich down there. Just like now. You got these Edomites who are hell-bent against the elites because they're not getting a piece of the pie. They had the same thing happened back then. The scripture said there's nothing new underneath the sun. So the same thing that happened back then, the same thing happening now. These poor Edomites are getting fucked up by the elites. And they they want to get their get back. So that's why they wanted to fight against the South and do this whole Civil War thing. Because of money and power. So let's read some of it. Free labor theory. Economic threat. Most ordinary Northerners viewed enslaved labor as unfair economic competition. They feared that the expansion of slavery into Western territories would depress wages and leave little room for small independent white farmers and wage workers. So that's what it was about for them, man. Because they're getting ripped off. Because you got Jake being forced to take their jobs, work in slave fields and shit. Why they get the profit, man? Why they get the profit, man? Well, sorry, why they don't get the profit? Why they get no jobs? I misspoke. When these Edomites get no jobs, no work to do to make a living. So they just asked out. The North's economy relied on wage labor and upward mobility. which was fundamentally incompatible with society based on perpetual forced labor. So, up north, it was free. Well, basically, up north, it was wage labor. It wasn't enforced slave labor. No, that's why the people went up north. No, so that's what this whole thing was about, man. It wasn't about freeing the slaves and shit. Now, some people, some people down there, now some of them could have been Jakes, who looked like Edomites, but regardless, some of those abolitionists and shit like that, they did it because of Jake and shit like that. But really, majority of it because Esau was getting fucked up, man. Esau getting ripped off, weren't getting the money that they got, the money and the wages that they used to get. Couldn't find work because the slaves were taking over their jobs. So that's why they went against the South, because the South was the one, the Southerners were the one spreading that slave labor across the western states that they just conquered. Well, they just bought with the Louisiana Purchase. You know? Anyway, point 2, political imbalance in slave power. Disproportionate representation. The Constitution's three-fifths compromise allows southern states to count a portion of their enslaved population for congressional representation and electoral college votes. This gave the South outsized political influence in the federal government. So basically, they got more votes because they got more population, technically, because they got more slaves. No? Political control. Maine Northerners represented the slave power, a perceived conspiracy of wealthy Southern planters who dominated national politics to protect and expand their institutions. I.e., the rich Edomites down south. They want to get back against them, just like now. Yeah, there's nothing new underneath the sun. In fact, hold on, let me get that scripture real quick. Because there's nothing new underneath the sun, man. All this is a rerun. Like right now, you got these EMS doing their hoops and hollers against the elites, the Rothschilds and shit like that. Same shit. No? Again, not really about Jake. They're not really about Jake. They don't really care about Jake. They care about themselves, man. But they're inserting Jake into it because Jake is a part of it. No? Just like back then, same thing now. Even during the civil rights movement and shit like that, man. Then they want to put, the women's lib, the gay shit. All that shit came about with the civil rights shit, and Jake was included in there. Well, forced to be included in there. With niggas like Martin Luther King and all that stuff. No? That was the whole thing about it. And you see the effects of the civil rights movement. It destroyed Jake. Now Jake's all fucking effeminized, weak, emotional, all bent out of shape. They don't know what's going on. They don't know from up to down. They don't know nothing, man. Now, at least back during the 70s, they had some sort of standard. And some sort of civilized, I guess that's the word. Civilizedness. More civilized than they do now, because now Jake just wilding out because they don't get corrected for what they do, man. The woman all proud, the family structure's destroyed, all that shit because of the civil rights movement. Now that's why baby moms were a thing in the 1950s, the 60s, 40s. Baby mamas and shit like that. That's a new thing. Now after that little woman's lip shit, now you got baby moms, baby daddies, that got hoes around everywhere. No, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now back then. No? But this is what the devil done. No? But anyway, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that had been is that what shall be, and that which is done is that what shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So Jake round up and all this political shit, because now they're being framed as the enemy of the state, that Jake is a problem, that Jake is this, Jake is that, blah, blah, blah. No? Well, the real ones calling all this shit is the elites. No, the reason why there's YNs and YBs around here causes chaos and causes a muck because these elites are the ones putting these celebrities and these idols on the radio, pushing that dogma down their throats from a young age. You know, has a woman be rebellious, you know, to her husband, had a man on drugs, bugged out of his mind, you know, constantly in and out of the prison system because he's effeminate. The kids growing up with no parents, you know, being raised by a bunch of, you know, bullshit they hear on TV. You know, eating trash. This is what these elites do. No? But now all of a sudden they got this big movement against the elites by these Edomites because now they're getting affected now. Now they're now their paychecks are looking a little skinnier than they used to. Now they're getting broke. Now they're getting fucked up. Now because Esau is getting fucked up now. You know? Just like back then. No, and now they want to use Jake, though, as a how you say? I guess you could say a shield. Shield? Or a poster boy. Poster boy is a better example. A poster boy. For why they had to fight and shit, man. Oh, we had to stand up for black rights, blah blah blah. No? Well, you guys got to support us, man, because we had to fight against these no, shit like that, man. Like asking Jake to goddamn ride for them. No? Mm-mm-mm. No? They're what you call opportunists. No? Now, these Edomites are just opportunists, man. They don't care about you. They want to use you, to get their, what do you say? To get their, not point, objective across. No? That's what this whole shit's about, man. Anywho. But that's the main reasons right there. Political power and economic power that the South had over the North. That was the whole shit was about. And then when Abraham Lincoln came in there, trying to abolish slavery, it wasn't because of slaves. He wasn't doing it because of, you Jakes out there. He was doing it to get at the South. Just like right now with these back and forth and political power and shit like that, they're doing it because, they're doing it to get at each other, with the Democrats and Republicans. They ain't doing it because of you Jakes. No, they actually care about the people. No, they care about getting at each other. That's the point. But that's the point right there. I got what I had to get right there. So I'll get this one last one. I just wanted to read that real quick just to make the point that slavery wasn't about you Jakes, man. These Edomites don't care about you Jakes. They care about getting at each other. 'Cause really, Esau is just self-destructive, man. Now, Esau is just one big hodgepodge of confusion. They self-destructive, man. No? Where they come into power, they want to take each other out. They've been doing that since the Greeks, man. As soon as Alexander the Great died, his 4 generals, they went to war against each other. Now, they want to get more power over each other, man. Shows how confused these people are, man. But anyway, this is Matthew 12 and 25, start 25. YAHAWASHI knew their thoughts and said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So they're not going to be able to stand. No, this kingdom not going to be able to stand. It's been divided from its birth. No? Divided against the British, divided against each other, even to now. No? No, we're reading on. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So, how is kingdom going to stand? No, if you keep being divided against himself, man. But you got to keep being divided against himself so the Lord destroys this place, man. No? No, so it's been like that from the jump, and it's been like that to now, but they don't care about you Jakes. They never cared about you Jakes, man. They don't, because really they had no reason to. They use you Jakes. They use you Jakes for work or pushing that wickedness down to people's throats. Again, like the Civil Rights Movement. Because with that Civil Rights Movement shit to try to incorporate you Jakes into this system, it bugged you the fuck out. Like, for instance, college. College is a goddamn trap. No? College is nothing more than a debt machine. We got these guys bugged out, trying to get a college degree, a college tuition, wasting their whole life, stuck on student loan debt to get a useless degree. But now you're just more bugged out, man, with all these theories and philosophies in your mind. No? No, that's what he give a goddamn college. That's what Jake Love look for, man. Trying to get a college degree, trying to get with the white man. No, try to get these high-paying jobs and shit. No? Nigga sell his whole race just to get some extra dollars in his pocket, man. Being a CEO. No? Straight up being like an Edomite, man. No? Lost his whole morals, lost all judgment just to be with the white man. You see it with Eve all the time, man. These nigga women, they love being with the white man, man. Being equal to the so-called white man because they love him. No? And they don't care about their people, man. They don't give a damn about Jake. They actually hate Jake. No? They hate Jake. They much rather see Jake goddamn get destroyed than seeing Esau get destroyed, man. No, they're just like the goddamn slave master, man. No? So let me get this. Yeah, let's get this one real quick, then close out. Zechariah 1:15, and I'm very sore displeased with the heathen. They're at ease, and right now they're at ease. They're at rest right now. Well, not that much right now, but they were. No? Not that long ago. Before 2020, 2018, 2017. They're good. They're good. Living in a nice house with a dog, whole family living there, got 2 cars, nice front yard, living in a quiet neighborhood. Now they fucked up. Living in some, most of these dudes don't even have a house. Living in a goddamn car. You know? Not very displeased with the heathen, they're at ease. But a little displeased, it's like, but a little displeased, and they help forward the affliction, man. And guess who? Against Jake. And that's what they done, man. They forward the affliction against Jake, man. And all this stuff they used to pin against Jake. Oh, these guys are monsters. They're these terrorists. They're uncivilized monsters. They gotta get destroyed. Blah blah blah. All that shit, man. Just affliction against Jake, man. Which they had from the get-go since their birth. Ever since Esau himself. They always hate Jake. Where deep down they spirit, or just openly, they do hate Jake. Really, all these Edomites do. Now, here's your woman. Your concubine is the goddamn Edomite. Really deep down, she has something against you. Because it's a spiritual thing, man. Trying to move in the word of Yahawah Shai, she has a problem, man. She may have a problem. Because only at the end of the day, it's a spirit, man. Their spirit is subject unto wickedness, man. They can't be right. So that's just the truth of the matter, man. So, low and unified, close getting the praises and glorification to Yahawah Shai, by Shemekah QADASH, and Shalom.